for you. Yeah. So okay. Um, what was I saying? Oh, I'm so pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't intend to do this all the time in my videos, but I'm pretty. I'm beautiful. And I like it. Okay, back to the main discussion at hand. Hi Royals, I'm PC Unique and you are welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time joining me on this royal platform, please do not make it your last by clicking on the subscribe button. And if it's not, welcome back, Your Majesty. It's so great to have you all here. So basically today's video I'm going to be talking about controlling your emotions in spite of your flaws, in spite of your mistakes. So yeah, I understand that we as human beings, we are prone to making mistakes at different points in life, at different time, and sometimes these mistakes could be as a result of ignorance or FOMO. And when I say FOMO, I mean fear of missing out. So sometimes the anxiety, the pressure can also be parts of what causes us to make mistakes. So the fear of missing out, yeah, sometimes we take steps, make decisions because we do not know what would happen the next seconds of our life. We do not know what will happen the next minute, the next hour, the next day. So sometimes we just feel like, okay, this opportunity right now, I just need to take advantage of it. I just need to say hi to this person now. I just need to get this equipment now. If I don't get it now, I might lose out the next minute. Something could happen and I would just miss out of this opportunity. Sometimes that's like, I don't know how, but I think that's the best way I can explain the fear of missing out. And sometimes we just haste into making decisions, and in our head is the right thing to do at that point, but then when things turn out not so good, you realize that, oh, I just made a mistake. And then when I said ignorance, sometimes we are just innocent about this stuff and you do not know about it. You just felt, okay, I just want to do this, and probably if you knew that it's not right, or it's not what you should do, you wouldn't take that step. So sometimes we make mistakes out of ignorance, out of not knowing. And I'm not saying ignorance in a bad sense, but genuinely not knowing. Yeah, that could be another reason, another way we could make mistakes and fall into things that are not all that pleasant. Then anxiety and pressure, all this stuff could also result in errors, mistakes. So yeah, the ability to control your emotions, the ability to control yourself, your feelings and all that when you've made these mistakes is what I'm going to be talking about in this video. Self-development journey, it's not usually a very easy one. If you notice, the moment you make up your mind that I want to be better at this, I want to be better at that, you start going through some sort of struggles, but then it's a sign that you've started doing something right. And maybe they're just tests for you. Yeah. So okay. What was I saying? Oh, I'm so pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't intend to do this all the time in my videos, but I'm pretty. I'm beautiful. And I like it. Okay, back to the main discussion at hand. And when I decided to go on this self-development journey, I started looking inwards and learning from certain things that I have done that probably in the long run I realized I shouldn't have done that. And it all boils down to emotional intelligence, and I researched about it and I got to know that emotional intelligence is actually the ability to be able to manage your flaws, understand yourself, use and manage your abilities, your emotions in positive ways. I mean, in a positive way, such that you are able to empathize with others, communicate effectively regardless of however you are feeling. You are able to overcome challenges, diffuse conflicts, and relate with people in positive ways, and relieve yourself of some stress. Well, this kind of thing is not usually easy for certain kind of human beings. You know, there are different people that some persons are naturally they are able to manage stress or emotional trauma that comes from their mistakes or their flaws. Some of them are able to move on so fast, and you're like, how do you manage to do that? And there are some of us that are very emotional people like me. So sometimes when we go through certain stuff, maybe we didn't plan or intend to make such mistakes, and we make them, we tend to beat ourselves up so much that everybody around us, they're like, kilo day, what is going on, babe? Calm down, it's just a mistake. No one is above mistakes. But yeah, why should I be the one to make the mistake? Calm down, girl. We all make mistakes. And the moment you start realizing that and accepting that we all make mistakes, nobody's perfect, that's when you can say you have started growing. Self-development is not easy. Sometimes you need to tell yourself certain truths. Like, some of us like to think of ourselves as perfect, or we do not want to be caught in certain situations. Why should I be the one to make this mistake? Why should I be the one to do that? Why should I be the one to do that? But in the long run, you are a human being, sis, bro, dude. You are a human being, so it's possible for you to make these mistakes. So there's no big deal at all. All you need to do is accept the fact that you made this mistake and move on. Yeah, sometimes these mistakes are not correctable. Some of them you can recover from it. Some you may not be able to recover. And I pray that we do not fall into the kind of mistakes that we'll not be able to recover from, because that is usually the hardest to overcome. I'm not even gonna lie about that. But then, I just pray none of you, my friends, be a victim of that. It's usually painful, trust me. Being able to tell yourself the truth and realize your mistakes, accept the fact that you made a mistake, is a sign of self-development. So girl, guy, whenever you make a mistake, try not to beat yourself up too much. Like, sometimes me, when I make some sort of mistakes, I'm a very emotional person. I tend to cry when I'm happy, cry when I'm sad, cry when I'm angry, cry when I'm upset, cry when I'm excited, cry when I don't find something. Why am I looking for this? Cry when I'm not getting what I want, cry when I get what I want, cry when I'm grateful, cry when I'm loved, cry when I cry. Like, so much water in my system. I'm so freaking emotional that at some point I just do it without thinking about those around me. Like, this attitude, this character usually affects close people. Like, when I started realizing that, that's why when I was defining emotional intelligence, I said being able to use or manage your emotions, to be able to communicate effectively, to be able to empathize with others, to be able to manage relationships, to be able to diffuse conflict, and so many other things. When I realized that sometimes these things I do affect the people around me, the people that genuinely love me, that's when I knew that, babe, you need to cut down on this. It's too much. You need to calm down. Don't beat up yourself too much. And it took someone actually telling me that for me to realize that it's no big deal. We all make mistakes. And the point about mistakes, point about winning, the point about overcoming the trauma that comes with these mistakes is when you actually tell yourself the truth and then sit down and learn from this mistake, so that you do not make such mistake in the near future. It would be so stupid for you to do that. Really? So yeah, it's very important, guys. That's it for now. Please, if you're still here watching my video, thank you so much for watching. Click on the subscribe button, like my video, share it to your friends, and hopefully we'll continue on this talk, on this discussion, on this series in my subsequent videos. For now, bye guys, love you.